Portraits of Jesus, September 25. Today's title, The Garden of Renoun, or text for meditation. I will raise up for them a garden of renown, and they shall no longer be consumed with hunger in the land, nor bear the shame of the Gentiles any more. Ezekiel 34:29. This little-known messianic title, The Garden of Renown, is rich with promise for God's people. Throughout the Bible, the imagery of a garden is frequently used to symbolize abundance and prosperity. Repeatedly, the promise of Israel's prosperity after the captivity was illustrated by a garden. Israel would be like a fruitful garden. See Amos 9, verse 14. A well-watered garden filled with fruit. See Isaiah 51, verse 3. And a garden of renown. See Ezekiel 34:29. Israel was to be a garden that would be the amazement of all nations. Righteousness would reign, and Messiah's rule would usher in an era of prosperity. Hunger and want would be unknown because the garden of renown would produce a superabundance of all that is good and pleasing. But Israel rejected the Messiah and failed to comply with the conditions of the promises. So none of these predictions met their fulfillment in literal Israel. Thus, this glowing picture of prosperity and abundance has shifted focus from literal Israel to spiritual Israel. When Jesus appears the second time in power and glory, he will establish his messianic reign that will last forever. Then righteousness, peace, justice, and prosperity will abound. Want, hunger, sickness, and death will all disappear. The presence of the Garden of Renown will fill the earth with plenty. See Isaiah 61, verse 3. In the book Maranatha, page 355, we read, quote, "Let all that is beautiful in our earthly home remind us of the crystal river and green fields, the waving trees and the living fountains, the shining city and the white-robed singers of our heavenly home, that world of beauty which no artist can picture and no mortal tongue describe." End quote. My prayer today, Lord, you are the garden of renown. Help me to be a righteous plant in your garden. Amen. Join us tomorrow for another portrait of Jesus. And as usual, we encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. God bless.